of all, we will understand what is the meaning of the international trade. What is the meaning of free trade? International trade, that is the trade between the different countries that take place without any restriction, without any government intervention, such as tariff, quota and foreign exchange control, is called free trade. Free trade means a situation of international trade when there is no restriction regarding tariff, quota and foreign exchange control. All countries, they are free to trade as much as they can. Free trade means absence of government intervention. But the policy of free trade does not mean the government cannot impose any duty on import or export on the goods which are traded under the regime of free trade. Even under the free trade policy, a government may impose tax on goods which are included in the foreign trade. The objective of these taxes is to increase the government revenue. Now we will see how Adam Smith has defined the free trade. That system of commercial policy which draws no distinction between the domestic and foreign commodity, therefore neither imposes additional burden on the latter nor grants any special favor to the former. According to Adam Smith, there is no difference between the domestic and foreign commodity. There is a free flow of goods between different nations and there is no additional burden and no special favor. Jagdish Bhagwati has defined free trade policy which involves complete absence of tariff, quota, exchange, restriction, taxes and subsidies on production, factor use and consumption. Argument in the favor of free trade. Classical economists like Adam Smith, J.S. Mill, they say free trade benefit not any particular country but all the countries of the world. Samuelson say unhampered trade, unhampered means there is no restriction, promotes a mutually profitable international division of labor, maximize the potential real production of all countries and make possible high standard of living all over the globe. Under the free trade regime there is no restriction, so there is a there are chances of specialization and efficiency, and there is a maximizing the potential real production of all countries, and it will make the possible high standard of living all over the world. First is the economists who say there should be free trade. Their argument in favor of free trade, first is advantages of the specialization. Because when there is a free trade between the nations, then there is a chances of international division of labor. Each country will specialize in the production of those goods in which it has a comparative advantages, and it will lead to the optimum and efficient utilization of the resources, and it is also mutually beneficial. It is beneficial to all the parties. No compulsion on any country, because here the country can import or export as much as it can. It can import and export those goods in which it is likely to get the benefit. So it is beneficial to all, and there is optimum utilization of the factors of production because it promotes division of the labor. Under the regime of free trade, each country will produce those goods in which it has a comparative advantages, and there will be proper use of the factors of production. Efficient entrepreneur. Under the regime of free trade, different countries, they will compete with each other in producing goods at the low cost as possible. In such a situation, only the efficient firm will survive. International cooperation. It leads to the interdependence on the part of the different countries for the exchange of specific types of goods. So it will promote international cooperation, and this possibility of invention. Because the competition, there will be intense competition because every country will compete with one another in producing the goods at the low cost. So they will try to do the inventions. They will try to discover the ways by which the quality of the goods could be improved, the cost could be reduced. So there is a possibility of innovation. Advantages to the consumer. It is the consumer who is going to gain the maximum benefit on account of free trade, because due to the global competition, the quality and the cost is going to reduce, and it is certainly going to very much beneficial to the consumer, because there is no difference between the domestic and international trade, because there is a free flow of goods and services between the different nations. So there will be production on the large scale, and there will be wide market, and there will be low cost and more profits. Cheaper imported goods. Each country export those goods in which production. Each country will export those goods. It has natural advantages or more comparative advantages. The importing country will have the benefit of getting those goods at low cost. Development of the transport and communication. It will also encourage the country to promote the development of industry and expand transportation and communication for the smoothing of the free flow of goods and services between the different nations. Economic development of the underdeveloped country is possible under the free trade, because the underdeveloped countries can easily import capital goods, machinery, essential raw material and technical know-how from the developed nations. And there are certain economists who say free trade is not beneficial, and their viewpoint is economic dependence, because every country has to depend upon the other countries for the import of many essential goods, because every country will be producing those goods in which it has comparative advantages, and it will be dependent upon other countries for other goods. In the event of war or any other emergency, import from other country, that will not be possible. Then that country will be exposed to lots of hardships. And due to free flow, it is also possible of harmful drugs and narcotics under free trade. Underdeveloped countries, there is a underdeveloped country, they wants to develop their nations, and their industry is not so much developed as in the case of developed nations. So they have to protect their industries against the foreign competition. Taking advantages of the free trade policy, developed country, they will exploit the underdeveloped nation. Dumping. It will give rise to, because the free trade will give rise to the cutthroat competition, developed countries flood the market of the underdeveloped countries with large supply of cheap goods, as the underdeveloped country industry is not very much competent, and they will not be able to compete with the developed countries. So the developed nation will dump their material in their nations. Multinational corporation. Policy of free trade encourages the setting up of the MNC and big industrial houses, and these multinational corporations seeks to acquire the monopolistic hold and destruction of the domestic industry. And there is also chances of the cultural erosion, because under the free trade, the cultural values of the domestic nation, that will be at risk, and the people are uneducated, they will be under the influence of the Western culture. In order to check this evil, the government of each country has to put some restriction on free trade.